Mid-February, and although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing his Lance on third down. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8. But it also lead to a fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And this one's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Lance looks to throw again. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed, Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Touchdown, 49ers! From 3 yards out. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking deep for Hilton. That's taken in by Hilton, a great catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, it's Lance. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Lance again. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, touchdown Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On play action, Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Sermon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Again with Sermon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run total.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now he dumps this off over the middle and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Shakes off the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.